Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. A first down throw, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
All right, now look at that.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Nunez got it complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Hey, man. Gun!
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun! Detroit!
It's our time.
Gun!
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Gun!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Leopard!
Hey. You got three. Three down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Gun!
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Leopard!
Hey, you're on an island over there. Watch 84.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Leopard!
Back!
Detroit!
Hey, check 24. Watch
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Leopard!
Odd. 3 down.
Now a man who began his career as a Saint, this is Chris Ivory. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Leopard! No, check! Patriot!
Hey, look.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
23 yards on the play. First down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line.
Watch number 86.
Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down.
General questions. Additional information is also provided at the guest service booths located on the 100 and 300 levels.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Allen now off the bootleg. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Allen off the play fake. And he's going to go down again.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the bootleg, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Unable to find Curley. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Lucky 56. Watch 14. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On 2nd down, Darnold going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift. He's crashing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Three down.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go again to McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Jets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for it all. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
This give is to McCoy. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
No. Check. Patriot. Hey, hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard!
Again, it's McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. They'll go with McCoy. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Leopard!
Wide, get wide.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Switch.
Gun.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Three down. Set. 319. 319.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch 14.
Gun. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Alert 3. Check your hot read. Check 3.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Leopard. Hot.
They'll give it up to Ivory. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Pick it up.
On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
You got three down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't giving up nothing, Jeff. Watch him now, Barney.
They give it to Ivory. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Darnold. Incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end's right.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Peaks got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for all of your continued support.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Off of play action, Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. The pitch to Crowell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Darnold now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now the point after try for Santos. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is Ivory. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here we go, 3rd-and-1. Gut check time on both sides.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leopard!
And they'll run it with McCoy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Allen now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go.
He's back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Ivory. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Hauschka adds the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the defense has got it in their end zone, and that strip may have just saved this ball game for them. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't work.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Gun! Gun!
49's the mic.
Gun! 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 Gun!
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,